Coach. Thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between our visitors and our home team. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cooper, slow to get up, staying down after that last play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Here we go, here we go. 8 read. 80 weapons. Kill. Let's go. Big grip.
From the 35 on second down. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Lock now on first down. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain of 12 yards that time. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. It's complete to Hopkins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Lock gonna throw. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And McManus able to put it through. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go! Down. 10-2 stop.
On first down, Weston. Hunter Henry brings it in. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Protein spill. Hey, Delta. Back. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Weston. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weston, complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Mike 42, General West. I'm coming after you. Ready, go. Mike, let go.
Operating from the gun. Weston. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Lock. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Yo, go.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Complete to Hilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Alert. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Fire.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got
Hey, orbit. Get it.
To throw on second down, Weston. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
That's another Chargers.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's first and 10.
Yo, Cheetah.
SOS.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7 after shots 3.
Down. 50. Plant.
Kill. Hey, turn it.
6-6. Pull it high. Now.
Throwing on first down. Weston under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Weston gets it to Gordon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on third down, Weston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley.
A 27-yard.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Watch the run.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Check that. Recon. 132 fighter.
Tighten up.
Five.
Now Locke throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw it is Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him.
Ready?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
61, matchbox, right.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Following the fumble recovery, Weston. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Weston for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Locke now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. From the gun, it's Locke toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Locke now on 3rd and goal. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Protein spill.
Mike 42, Mike 42. You go night-night.
Get ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Yep.
Mike 42. Mike, go.
Looking to throw. Weston. Allen's got it complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Man left. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
On 1st down, Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Now.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Now.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
Clock now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Alpha.
A final shot before half for Locke. And a catch made by Hopkins. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on second down. Weston. He's got it to Hilton. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
It's a party now.
Ready?
On first down, Weston got Gordon open, completes it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
High 7. 2.
Back to throw. Weston. And the catch made by Hilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10.
Hey, echo. 5.
Looking to throw. Weston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Check back 11, check back 11. Silver.
Now.
Block will try again on second down. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing his lock on third down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
March 49.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Bravo.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Time to go. Night. Hey, check.
Deep grip.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, orbit.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Five.
Mike 4. You must be dreaming. Mike 4.
Go. Ready.
Locke now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do it, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake. Weston, he's going to look for Allen now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. from the 29. Lock. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Lock now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, Haywood. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Now.
Shotgun snap to Lock. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
San Diego, first down.
Down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Lock. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, tight down.
Hey, wahoo!
Get ready.
Let's go.
To throw it is Lock. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Quickstone, Travis.
Watch out. Watch the edge.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Brushing off defenders. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there by Gordon. 58 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. Weston. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
61, matchbox lights. Hey!
Mike 4.
Here's Locke. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season. On now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And taken at the 46. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's get it.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And down to the 16-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go. 8-3.
Choose the money. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Weston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
60 or.
Tighten up.
80 weapon.
Mike's 4-2.
Hey, exit.
I got 2 pop. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Weston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 3rd down, Weston. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Alpha.
Now Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
15. Hey, high 7.
Check back 11. Check back down.
He's back to throw. And he's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Hey, back up. Look at me. Zipper.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot.
Check Mike 11.
To throw is Locke. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were on the field, but okay, I see you.
Yeah.
Check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. Let's go. Let's go.
Bravo.
Check Michael Allen.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Down. 8-3.
Let's go.
Topper.
Check. Lucky.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Go now. 18 Gator.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.